hard in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie. This flex know they ready. See, we're not the ride nobody wave. We're the ones who started with it. Translation, Yani had to buy, Yani had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it. That's how you know we lit.
Trust, we ain't taking no loss. We be the hottest on the scene. Gemstones from the dust. Big dog, pretty leash. Cause I love in the streets. Got my heart on the beat. See that blood on my sheets. Yeah, when me ready, me hit it heavy. I zoom out the pride of my people already. Them I see Ellie. Me, I'm just sharing my journey. I'm thankful that people they hear me. Tribe of Joseph, I'm ahead of the bunch.
At the confluence of the three rivers, the Ohio, the Allegheny, and the Monongahela, we are here at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Today, after a crazy opening weekend, it's on to week 2, and we've got a good one here between the Detroit Lions and the Pittsburgh Steelers. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. Kene Nwagu now out of his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Come on, hey!
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
When Leonard Williams was picked in the 2015 NFL Draft, I compared him to Merlin Olsen, and I got a lot of grief about it. Did you just see that play there? Did you see how he made that move and made that tackle? That was Merlin Olsen-esque.
Yeah,
there.
I just perked up when you said Merlin Olsen.
Yeah, a lot of people say, hey, that's too much, too far, and maybe it is early, but I think this guy has a chance of fulfilling that. But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
On third down, it's Gibbs, and he will be knocked down hard, but he will have the first down. 5 yards is the pickup there as that extends this drive.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And this is caught inside the 5. A big play there for Detroit. 71 yards. In today's NFL, we talk about quarterbacks and their speed and accuracy, but there's still something about a guy slinging one downfield. On first down, Gibbs. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
Here's where we need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Here we go.
Second and goal from the 1.
Hey.
They'll try again. And this time he'll lose yardage as the defense not giving him any room to operate. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. The quick slant caught. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. And defensively, these corners struggled last week. They're struggling again here early on the opening drive.
And you know that was not unnoticed on tape. So when they saw their struggle last week, guaranteed they went right into the game plan, attack them early, see if they're going to play any better. And if not, you keep the pressure on them until things change.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. It's their quarterback. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. And that flag accepted. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs. Run some plays, run some clock. Allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
2nd and 9 now. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And he backs it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
The Steelers send out their punter now, as he's on a punt for the first time this afternoon. And last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Fielded at the 33. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal. The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
The opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibbs. And some space here. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 15 yards for the Lions there on a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. And that led to a really nice game.
On 1st and 10, Hooker. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession here at their own 33.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
And we're going to get another timeout called by the Lions. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he rifles one incomplete. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. This offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. They trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here.
19 right.
They'll look to throw here. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The Steelers had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener, and they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down. So, Charles, this game number 2 in the NFL career, this rookie quarterback, his guys took the loss in the opener. And when asked after that game by reporters how he did, he was pretty curt. He said, not well. What did you see?
Well, first and foremost, I loved his answer to the media because he was being honest. And those veterans in the locker room, they're looking at him to see how he's going to handle things, and they like the fact that he's not blaming other people, because I thought he struggled. The only thing that's going to help him, though, reps. No matter how many big games you played in college, how well you do in practice, the reps in the real games, that's when you begin to grow as a quarterback.
Throw left side complete. That's Perkins. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. After the penalty, it's Jones. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Jones is into the end zone for a Steeler touchdown. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Nwangu now from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking deep downfield. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. So they took their shot. It was a pretty good heave, but in the end, the free safety is the one who comes away with the football.
And two of the traits that you look for in a good free safety, range and decision-making. Both on display right there. And it didn't hurt that he's got a good pair of hands, too.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. And the Lions will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. They are in an interception mood on defense. Interceptions a week ago. Now 2 here in the first half.
Yeah, we call it ball hawking. And the only way to truly be good ball hawks is not guessing. It's not just simply anticipation. It's study and understanding what they like to do and beating them to the spot and creating big plays.
Well, they're watching the film, and it's working. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibbs, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll try the left side. Gibbs. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. 51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Okay, ready?
They'll run on first down. It's Gibbs. And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15. You need your wide receivers as blockers. Sometimes they get a hold.
The big runs are often a result of what they do on the perimeter. In this case, got caught holding, and this one will come back.
Now a play fake here on first down. That pass caught. It's Williams. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Up the middle they go. Gibbs. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great effort there. His 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Lions have moved out in front. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this one nearly picked off. Kind of surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but get away it does, and it's 2nd down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this one go deep. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw again. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Off the play fake. Far. And that is incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted 1 time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. 3rd downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Throwing to start the drive. Hooker, he's going to air one out. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the fact that he took the shot deep downfield. Even if you don't get the catch, maybe you get a defensive penalty and pick up the yardage that way.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. On 1st down, Farr. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And the Lions will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a 2nd season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to be intercepted. And nothing comes of this last-ditch attempt at points as time will run out on this first half. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Steelers going to get the football first here, trailing on the scoreboard as we are back underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Now, a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little.
And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. T.J. Watt causing the disruption. He gets the sack.
I remember when I was a kid and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sack.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result. Negative yardage. On 2nd down, it's Gibbs. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. The 71 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 3rd down, Gibbs. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. On 4th down, they'll try and run for it. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Gibbs. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. And the Lions are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. So pass interference, the call there. Always, obviously, Charles, such a subjective call. You agree with the penalty?
Well, from where we're standing right now, I think the officials are tightening things up here in the second half. Maybe a defender gets away with that in the first, but this time the flag comes out, and I think it's a good call.
They'll try the left side. Gibbs, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On 2nd down now. It's Gibbs, and a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And the Lions are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Here we go, here we go. Ready.
On first down, Gibbs, a pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. It's Gibbs, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A great play there. With his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year.
And the Lions will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
The try here for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Lions 21, Steelers 7.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Far.
Oh, he's got his tight end pitch complete.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go. Trap 60.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's got it complete to Perkins. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 46-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And incomplete on the deep ball.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's got it complete to Perkins.
And he is going to have the Steelers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Running right, Jones. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Far. And this one is incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
On third down, far.
Looking there for Pitts, but intercepted. And the Lions are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line.
CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. Fourth quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest where the guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they run successful.
On second down, it's Gibbs. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's got this complete to Williams. And he is going to have a Lions first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Up the middle they go. Gibbs. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. The Lions on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw. Hooker. It's Williams on the catch.
And they'll work this down inside the 30.
Big hook up there, forced to throw it on third down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
This offense really looking polished these first couple of weeks. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a handoff up the middle. It's Gibbs. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On second down now, it's Gibbs. And he'll be taken down just shy of the red zone at the 21.
104 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
And the Steelers will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Far, being chased out left. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Back to throw now on 1st down. Dancing to his left. And he's got a man here, complete. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play. They'll look to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And the Lions are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball-hawking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect.
He's got a man complete. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. 20. Touchdown, Detroit. A big play there. 99 yards. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And here come the whistles and a timeout with 7 seconds left.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Far. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Steps away. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game.